back with more Fear the Walking Dead. Apologies that this has been a bit of a late video. I was aiming to get this done a couple of days ago, but my Wi-Fi's been awful here for the last few days. It's been cutting in and out quite often, so I couldn't really get anything watched. I haven't been able to record any reactions for the past couple of days. But it seems to be stable now, so I'm going to give it a go, and hopefully the episode will actually play, which it wouldn't do before on my Wi-Fi. So there was that, and also I was kind of putting off watching this anyway because of what happened in the last one, and I just like, ugh, I lost a bit of enthusiasm, I won't lie. But I'm so excited, and luckily I've grown attached to many of the characters in this show, even though I lost my favourite in the last one. You know, there's still a lot that's keeping me interested in the show, and I am quite interested in like this new direction they've taken it in. I was hoping and looking forward to seeing, you know, where Nick was going to go in this new direction, but of course things just were going a bit too well for me this season in terms of characters I love. So yeah, they had to rip him away from me. But yeah, I know Frank Delane chose to leave and all that, and there are still flashbacks, so I'm hoping we still see him in the flashbacks for a while. I don't know if it'll be like the whole season, or if he is just done and we don't see him again. I feel like we should though, really. I feel like there's a lot of gaps to be filled in. But yeah, I'm very, very sad that Nick is dead. Not sure I'm ready to watch everyone's reactions to this. But, you know, it was a beautiful send-off for him, and a really good episode. So I am excited to see where the story's going to go next. So yeah, let's just get into it. Oh, Strand was kind of like a father figure to him.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, fuck you. Laughing, giggling away. Hope she gets eaten.
Have you ever eaten cattle feed? Let me tell you, it's an acquired taste.
Ugh, gross. Oh.
You okay?
Bowling alley? Who knows? Maybe they have nachos. Cheese that comes from a can.
Where are we going?
It's very smart. I feel like this guy's not long for this world. Oh, she's got like spikes and stuff in here from the cacti. Cacti? Cactuses? Cacti. Right. Ow. Imagine if you got infected by getting stabbed with like a spike like that had been in a walker as well. That'd be unfortunate. This is so weird watching this now and he's gone. Fucking with my emotions. This bloody show. There must be a few copies of 50 Shades of Grey left behind.
She killed Nick.
Yeah. Hope she dies.
What do you think?
I'm telling you, I'm gonna find her. I am. And I want you with me when I do.
Oh, I hope he does find her.
I want you to meet her.
And I hope she's not dead when he does.
I want her to meet you.
Run flat tires, gets mileage, but holds a lot of gas. It's even got a tape deck.
She knows her shit. Oh, cool.
Till the fences gave.
I would absolutely have a go on that. And it probably wouldn't have the same effect because the water would have stopped, but I'd give it a good try.
Think we can make it?
Yes, I love that.
Yeah, we can make it.
Climbing up a water slide. These guys are gross. I mean, I know she's going to be alright. This is a flashback. Oh no! Well, that's not going to go well. This the other woman I'm nervous about, because we haven't seen him in present day. Kind of like the guys with Strand. And Madison. Cool.
There's still some ammo. We should grab the extra.
Oh. Oh no. That's terrifying. I hate that. Ew. Oh no! This is a really cool kind of set piece idea. I really like this. I love these kind of rides as well. Love a good water park. Naomi kind of looks to me like an older Andrea. I don't know if that's a purposeful tribute or not.
When did you sharpen it?
Ah.
That came later.
Keys to the truck. Is she just going to leave you? Is she going to be a snake?
Check this out.
What a snake.
I've been loading this with provisions since the crops failed.
I was hoping it was Daniel under there.
Maybe a month.
No such luck. I mean, like alive and well, Daniel, not a body.
Why are you showing me this?
Hello.
Here for two.
Such a Strand thing to do, to have his own stash of food.
Before I met you.
Ha! How about that, bitch?
I went off on my own. Nobody could have talked me out of it. But I realized it wasn't where I wanted to be, not really.
Yeah. That whole storyline that didn't really go anywhere.
Maybe you will too.
Do you remember her friend she made for like an episode and a half?
Yes.
And then disappeared?
First page we open to. That's where we go. That's where we start over. That's where we take everyone.
What page
I mean,
did
that-
it open to?
It's more hope than anything, isn't
Whatever
it?
page it was.
I never should have opened that book.
Aww. It's no one's fault except that little snake of a girl. Screw you. Just wanted to pull out a rocket launcher. Bye, bitch.
Did I ever tell you the story about where Ennis and I were before I packed up the bus?
No, because I don't care. I hate you.
Fine folks. Well, not in the baseball stadium.
I really want this guy to die.
But you didn't come out here for the food or the company.
He has quite the
Doing here.
style of clothes.
3 minutes we drove off.
He's a cheery
That's why
fucking
this day
soul,
was so
isn't he?
important.
Damn.
I was a nurse.
I feel like season 1 Stranded would have just driven off.
Saw a lot of car accidents.
I got a little reminder of what I stood to lose.
What did people think when they found out about your escape hatch?
Nick, we can't go that far out every time we need something.
No, we only need to do it once. We find seeds, we find fertilizers, we replant. You know, we turn this place back into what it was.
Good plan, but clearly
Go tell the others.
it doesn't
Good work.
go well. Oh. Oh, sweetheart.
Mom,
They should have had beautiful babies. Nick was going to be a really, really good dad.
What we wanted to believe. I wanted to stay.
I wanted to be a better person.
Oh,
My
man.
brother is dead. That's why Nick is dead.
That's why my friend is dead.
Oh, his friend.
We could have stopped it all.
Oof. Oh, some fucking clear imagery. Cheery message behind this episode, isn't there?
You want to know how this ends? Come see it for yourself.
Load up.
It's a very unique character motivation. I'm not sure I would want to follow someone dangerous because it could be an interesting story.
You're not just...
Oh. Oh, Nick.
We should set this stuff up in the locker room.
Is she Laura?
Just give me a second.
Is it going to be the other gun? Oh my god, it's her. Well, guess John Dory's coming along for the ride.
Nauman didn't make it out. The stadium. Things went wrong.
Oh boy.
What happened?
She's dead.
Fuck.
No, that's not true. She's out there. She gotta be.
Someone get the camcorder out.
There's the rub.
Well, that was some relentless, like, bleakness at the end. Jeez. Man. That was a good episode. Not my favourite season so far. But I did enjoy a lot of aspects of it. I did like kind of switching back and forth the timelines and stuff to kind of get insight into how everyone thought about leaving and how all these events kind of fell into place. That kind of sealed a lot of people's fate and probably the stadium's fate as well. It was interesting the way they did that and how they explored Strand and Alicia and Luciana. God, I completely blanked her name then. Luciana's guilt over what happened to Nick. Then we kind of saw their backstories where they were like paired off with other people, which I really liked. And saw more insight into their characters, and I really like the exploration of Naomi as a character. We learned a lot more about her kind of backstory in those flashbacks with Alicia, which I really liked. I loved that whole sequence with like the water park. I thought that was a really clever kind of idea to explore how that could be in the apocalypse and the tension of them like falling down the slides and stuff. I really, really liked that. That was probably one of my favourite sequences from the episode actually. I thought it was a really clever idea. And now I see why they gave Naomi so much screen time, because she's the woman that John Dory's after. He's looking for, you know, his love. We haven't seen her die. She could be fine. Maybe we'll see her die in flashbacks and it really is awful, but you know, you never know. We'll see. I mean, yeah, quite the coincidence that, you know, they ran into John Dory of all people and that all worked out without link being between them, but you know, it's a good way, I suppose, of connecting all the stories. I am very intrigued by kind of Althea's willingness to put herself in danger, like serious danger, for a good story. It seems pretty reckless. I'm not sure I really buy into that character motivation just yet. Maybe I'll get one round on it. It's an interesting idea. I can't see someone actually ever doing that in real life. You know, oh, I'm being eaten alive, but you know what? I got some bloody good stories on that camcorder no one's ever going to watch again. We'll see where that whole concept goes. Maybe it's building towards something amazing that's going to blow my mind. I'm not sure. But yeah, I like the flashbacks we were getting, and how that revealed a lot more about some of the characters. I'm continuing to love season 4 Madison and her warmth and optimism, and her interactions with like the main Vulture guy is interesting as well. And kind of echoes back to the relationship between Madison and Choi in season 3. Except that relationship obviously had a lot more development, was a lot more interesting. Whereas this guy, he had a bloody bleak kind of backstory of his own. We'll see where they go, because obviously we haven't seen, I think, the Vultures at their worst yet, because they're literally just sat there having a barbecue. So when you put it like that, they actually sound like stand-up gents and stand-up ladies. Just having a barbecue, that's what they're doing. But obviously, the kind of clue of what they do is in the name The Vultures, so it's understandable. So I'm sure we're all going to see that come to a head, because obviously we know from like the present day stuff, something's going to go horribly wrong at the stadium, it's going to fall or something. People die. We still haven't seen Madison in present day, which worries me greatly. But yeah, I liked the kind of whole exploration of what the flashbacks were doing in relation to them telling Althea this story. And them all kind of coming together at the end, in a way. Most of them, because obviously Morgan and John Dory have kind of gone off on their own. But it's allowed Althea to kind of join that group. And I feel like we're building, maybe for the mid-season, like a showdown with the surviving Vultures. So I'm enjoying seeing the gaps slowly get filled in about just what went down in between the end of season 3 and when we first saw Alicia and Nick and everyone at the start of season 4. Still very annoyed we haven't got like direct explanations about what happened after the dam exploded and how Luciana came back into their life and stuff, but I think we're just going to have to accept that we're not going to get those answers, which is kind of aggravating as a viewer. But you know, it is what it is. I can imagine what happened. So yeah, I kind of enjoyed the flashbacks and the reveal about Naomi, how all those stories linked in, and then, you know, of course I cried at Nick's burial. That was a really emotional sequence. Yeah, I'm going to miss Nick so much. I'm still genuinely gutted that he's gone, but we're seeing him in flashbacks, so I'm happy about that. Although the library flashbacks weren't the most captivating ones that we've seen, I think. I really liked the flashbacks we got in episode 2. But yeah, I do get the sense that they're building up to something big. Which does get me excited and really interested in seeing where they're going to go with it. I'm guessing it'll be like a mid-season finale thing, because I'm not sure they could stretch this kind of the Stadium Falls flashback thing for 16 episodes. But I could be wrong. They might find a way of doing it. You know, there might be some episodes where there aren't any flashbacks, for all I know. But yeah, overall I thought it was a pretty good episode. Bit of emotion in there. I really like how it highlighted how far Strand has come. I feel like season 1 Strand would have just driven off with all, you know, like his food and stuff. But you know, he's gone through a lot of changes and a lot of character development, so I really appreciated that spotlight on him. I did love kind of seeing all these almost breaking points for so many characters where they just nearly ran away from it all. That was really cool. And it was interesting seeing in the flashbacks, you know, Strand lied to Madison and basically everyone about where he got all this food and stuff from. And then Alicia then lied to Madison as well about Naomi trying to run off again. I don't know if that's going to be something that they revisit, but I thought that was interesting that they both made the choices to lie in that moment. But yeah, overall, pretty solid episode. I enjoyed it. Lots of good stuff in there. I really do love the set piece of the water park. And yeah, it still needs to kind of sell me on a few character motivations and, you know, lack of detail in some areas. But aside from that, I'm still really enjoying the season. obviously I can't just completely, pretend I'm still so hyped to watch it all, because, even without Nick, because I'm not. That would be stupid. But there's loads that still keeps me interested in the show. So I am excited to see where they're going to go with this story. And yeah, still really liking the season so far. I think it's a really interesting kind of new direction. And I feel like, the whole flashback thing, going backwards and forwards every episode, could get old. Although being a big fan of Arrow, I'm kind of used to it. But I feel like they changed it up kind of how the flashbacks worked and how often we saw them in this episode. So if they keep changing up the formula like that, I think they could keep it fresh. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, overall, good episode. I did enjoy it. And I am really looking forward to seeing where on earth the story's going to go next. Thanks for watching.